What, in your opinion, do you think needs to be done to stem this kind of behavior?
Well, unfortunately, law enforcement can't be everywhere all the time, and if they were, we'd have a larger constitutional crisis on our hands. So every threat can't be mitigated, and I know that's sort of a disappointing answer, but that's basically how we should look at it. Is that it's unfortunate that not every threat can be looked at under a microscope, and usually the loudest voices and the ones that are making the most noise aren't the ones that are committing these acts of violence, as we've seen with the previous assassination attempt on President Trump back in Butler, Pennsylvania. The individual had a very minimal online footprint, and that's kind of what we're seeing with this alleged suspect in the shooting of Charlie Kirk. So it's really difficult to kind of act in a minority report style way and try and intercept these threats before they act.
I'm wondering, what role do you think leaders play in this rise in this kind of violence? After the Kirk shooting, we saw a lot of blame going toward the left. We saw the president saying that it was the fault of the left. Do you feel that that was a constructive response?
No, and for a couple of reasons. First is that the data just doesn't bear that out. You can look at any number of, really rigorous studies carried out at the University of Maryland or the Center for Strategic and International Studies that show the exact opposite, that most of the political violence in the United States has been perpetrated by the far right. And the last time that you would look at numbers and see anything resembling the quote-unquote far left outweighing the political violence of the far right would probably be the 1970s, during the days of rage and, the basically the heyday of the far left. So that's not constructive because it just isn't true. And second, all it takes is somebody with a grievance and a gun to basically take that permission slip from elected leaders and elected officials calling for this sort of retribution and vengeance to go out and carry out another act like this.
And now